Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day's off to a great start. Let's review another perfume. Okay, so today's perfume I actually had in my Sephora cart for months. I don't know why I was so hell-bent on waiting to pick this perfume up during the most recent Sephora fall savings event that just passed us by, but I don't know why, I just was not willing to pay full price for it. I don't mind paying full price for a perfume, especially if it's one that I already know that I love. Maybe, I'm purchasing a replacement if I have finished a fragrance. Like, I don't have any problem spending, dropping some coin on some fragrances that really speak to me. But because this was an online exclusive, I had never been able to smell this one, and for whatever reason, I got it in my head that I was just gonna wait until the Sephora sale, so that, I don't know, the stupid thing is, like, if I didn't like it, I could have just returned it. So I will say, I am still not 100% about whether I'm going to be keeping this fragrance or not, and there's a very specific reason for that, so definitely stay tuned towards the end when I kind of give you my final thoughts on this one. But let's go ahead and get into it. What are we talking about? We are talking about a 5 Sens fragrance. This is the scent Burn For You, which out of the fragrances that they are currently offering at Sephora, by the way, I will list and link this one in the description box down below. I will also put a link to all of the 5 Sens perfume offerings that they have at Sephora. They seem to have a pretty decent range of different types of scents. This is definitely the one that spoke to me the most. So yeah, went for this one. But some of their other fragrances also sound really lovely as well. So if you're looking for something that maybe isn't quite like what I'm going to be explaining here, check out some of their other fragrances, because one thing I am really impressed with is the projection and the longevity of this one. If you are looking for something that is, I would say, a little bit of a powerhouse when it comes to a perfume, I'm going to assume the other fragrances in the line are similar, but these are long-wearing perfumes, so I give them mad props for that. I thought we could go ahead and kind of read through the fragrance notes, talk about their little blurb, just kind of see what these guys say about their fragrance, and then I'll tell you what I smell and, what my thoughts are here. So, okay, so this is definitely in the warm and spicy fragrance family. I really want to stress that it's very spicy. You have to like clove in order to really enjoy this scent. So we'll get into it a little bit more. The scent type is woody spices. I would definitely agree with that. Your keynotes here are Madagascar vanilla, cashmere musk, and amber. So their fragrance description reads, Atlas Mountain cedarwood and Madagascar vanilla hit you like a warm hug in this warm, woody, irresistible, cozy scent. As Burn For You lingers on the skin, it slips into something more intimate, a warm and spicy heart of clove. Remember that clove? Cashmere and amber to make you feel empowered by desire. Okay, so this fragrance is, they are vegan, by the way, and the small travel size is just the typical size for a travel perfume, 0.33 fluid ounces. It's $29. The full size is 1 fluid ounce and it retails for $65. So not outrageously priced, but definitely on the smaller end, I feel like, of the perfume bottle size. That being said, you're probably gonna go through this a little bit faster, so there's that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. Very simple. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. We're focusing and we are focused. It's got this little wood stopper lid, if you will. It's definitely on there pretty securely, so if you're going to travel with this, like, you don't have to worry about this lid popping off at all. You definitely have to give it a good pull. It's a glass bottle, obviously. Now let's take a look at the sprayer here, because she is committed. Once you spray, you better know where it's going. So you can see you get like a nice, powerful, but even mist, which is definitely my favorite. So I'm going to do one more. I really like the way that this spreads out on the skin. it definitely takes away a little bit of that urge, you know, how, I don't know, I'm still a wrist patter. Like, I know you don't have to do that, but yeah. Ooh, you guys, when this hits you, let me just tell you right now, the type of person that is going to enjoy this fragrance is definitely someone who likes a heavier, smokier, more, I would say, I would definitely put this in the like sophisticated fragrance family. Here's the thing, if you like Maison Margiela by the Fireplace, which I personally adore, however, I only have the dupes for that one because Maison Margiela is not cruelty-free. These guys are cruelty-free, so if that's important to you, this might be a good thing to try in place of the Maison Margiela by the Fireplace. But if you love that fragrance, I think you're really gonna like this. This reminds me of a very similar fragrance to By the Fireplace, maybe with the addition of just a touch of amber. It's really not heavy on the amber. It is quite significant, however, when it comes to the clove element. I really want to stress that the clove is a very warm, but definitely spicy clove scent. And it's very, I would say it's more than half of the fragrance to my nose. Now, this does also have that beautiful kind of, I would say almost borderline smoky cedar wood. There really is almost a hearth type element to this one to my nose, where it smells maybe like you're walking into a library and it's one of those libraries that has like a huge fireplace. So you're getting the smell of like kind of the old books. You're getting maybe the smell of like leather chairs, but also that kind of smoky type of vibe that's coming out of the fire. Mix that with all of those elements and that beautiful spicy clove, and that's what you have here. I really think that this is actually a beautiful unisex type fragrance. I think it definitely leans a little bit more probably masculine than it does on like the feminine end of the fragrance spectrum. This isn't light. It's not airy, it's not feminine or girly by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think it is a great fragrance if you are, you know, maybe the type of woman that likes to wear something that's a little bit heavier, a little bit more noticeable. And that's the thing about this one, if you're going to apply this, you're gonna get noticed. I don't think it's one that you want to overspray. In fact, I think the 2 sprays that I did just on my arm here are like too much for like one location on my body, if you will. For me with this fragrance, 1 spritz on the wrist and then kind of spreading it gently to the other wrist and then just here like around my chest area, that is where this has worn the best, and it lingers, you guys. This is one of the longest lasting perfumes that I have tried for sure. I mean, so typically I get ready around like 7 in the morning. And I apply my perfume, you know, after getting out of the shower while my skin is still damp, typically, so that really helps the fragrance to adhere to my skin. And by 5 in the evening, I'm still smelling this. I do not have to reapply this one. I think it's one, if you're looking to get all day wear, you're gonna get it out of this. But I also think it's one of those fragrances that can be maybe a little bit controversial. I would not wear this to an office. I think there are some people that are going to smell this that are gonna be like, ooh, that's a lot. So be careful with this one. Do not over apply it. Be careful maybe where you're choosing to wear this. But it is a powerhouse, and if you like your fragrance to enter the room before you do, this is a very easy one to do that with. I really like this one. I don't think that I love it though. I think for me, the clove is just a touch too intense, just a little too much clove. If you maybe cut the clove in half with this one, I think that I would absolutely adore it. Now, I can sweeten this one up. I have paired it with my Namat Vanilla Musk. If you have not tried that, I will link that down below as well. They actually just released an eau de parfum from that brand at Ulta. I really need to pick that up. I just think that sounds absolutely delightful. But the oil is fantastic. and it does sort of tone this down just ever so slightly. But that being said, the clove is still very, very present here. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep this one, because you guys are going to see a review of the Boy Smells Vanilla Era a little bit later on this week. I actually think that I personally prefer the Vanilla Era a little bit more. And I think this is even more of a spot-on dupe to the Maison Margiela. So, by the fireplace specifically. So, anyway, stay tuned for my thoughts on this. I will probably get that video up maybe on Thursday of this week. But this one here, I'm still kind of deciding as of right now whether I want to keep it or not. That being said, I think it is a lovely fragrance. I'm really glad that I did order it. And honestly, if this is the type of scent you're looking for, it is going to give you some extreme longevity. So let me know if you have tried 5 Sens Burn For You. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to check the description box for all the links that I mentioned. If you tried any of their other fragrances, let me know if there's another one that you think that I might like based on my, I guess, fragrance preferences that most of you guys are pretty familiar with. So anyway, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.